Good evening and welcome to the news. President Wavell Ramkalawan has removed the state of emergency as from 6 p.m. today. He made the announcement in a press conference a little while ago. He declared the state of emergency this morning following an explosion at the CCCL explosive store that has caused massive damage to the Providence industrial area and other surrounding areas. There has also been major destruction and deaths caused by flooding due to heavy rains in the northern Mahé region.
3 people lost their lives following heavy rain in the northern region of Mahé yesterday. 2 of them died when a big boulder flattened their homes at Lignol. The third was dragged downriver by strong currents at Belombe. The bad weather also damaged homes and roads. In another tragedy, a huge explosion flattened the CCL headquarters at Petit Paris and an adjacent building too. It has also shattered windows and doors of businesses in the nearby Providence Industrial Estate and damaged homes and vehicles in the surrounding areas and districts. Many residents and foreign construction workers received treatment for injuries. President Wavell Ramkalawan says during a press conference that 4 containers of explosives had exploded on the CCCL premises. He has also declared a state of emergency for today to allow the concerned agencies to carry out their necessary duties.
And as I've just said, President Ramkalawan has removed the state of emergency as from 6 p.m. Today. He just announced that in the press conference about an hour ago. During the press conference, as I've just said, about an hour ago, President Ramkalawan announced that a special fund account has been set up for monetary donations. He said that 202 people from the Cascade district who have been affected by the blast have been put in temporary accommodation. 178 people were treated at various health centers and 7 have been admitted at the Seychelles Hospital. 1 person has been admitted to the ICU. This is a police officer who was on patrol around Petit Paris when the blast happened. The Red Cross Society says it will operate in a temporary location during the next few days since its headquarters at Providence was damaged by the explosion at CCCL in the early hours of today. Since last night, members of the Red Cross Society were providing assistance to people in distress following the flooding and landslide in the northern Mahé region. The Secretary General of the Seychelles Red Cross Society, Marie-Mé Esparon, says that even though the Red Cross Society has been affected by the explosion, it is still providing assistance to those in distress.
4 of us, staff and volunteers, were in the command center at the Red Cross headquarters, and there was this loud blast, and glass was flying everywhere, windows were coming down. We only had time to scurry it out of the room, out of the building, and once we ensured that everybody was okay, everybody was safe, we actually went around Providence to ensure that everybody, there were no other victims. We encouraged or advised workers who were in the buildings to get out of the building, stay out of the building, and we managed to get one security officer who was badly hurt. He was bleeding a lot. We managed to help stop the bleeding, but he didn't want to go to the hospital because he didn't want to leave his post. So afterwards, we came back for him afterwards and actually forced him to go to the hospital. And then we proceeded to the near CCCL, where we assisted with the Ministry of Health with other ambulance services. In all, we transferred about 30 plus Indian workers to the hospital, some with minor injuries, others bleeding a lot. So we provided first aid upon arrival at the scene, helped clean some of the debris on the road, and then up to now we have actually it's past 8 in the morning, 9 almost. We have set up tent outside of the building, and we are actually at some of our volunteers, about 15 of them, actually providing psychosocial support and triage at the Plaisance Primary School and Les Mamelles for those affected. And we have provided blankets, hygiene products, and other items, masks, and all that to our volunteers, staff, as well as those who are at the shelter in the different districts like Les Mamelles and Plaisance. So far we are all okay. We are still doing what we think is best for those who are in need, and we don't know how long we are going to be here, but we are prepared and we are still willing to go on, provide assistance to those affected.
Owners of businesses in Providence have started to board their premises with plywood sheets following destruction caused by the explosion at CCCL. The blast completely shattered building windows and shop fronts, exposing goods and other materials in various businesses. Construction company Mahe Design and Build, which has a building at Providence, has also been affected by the explosion. The three-story building is situated just opposite the CCCL premises and was used mainly as a housing accommodation for some 170 Indian staff of the company. Some 50 of them were injured, mostly with mild injuries. Several of the company's vehicles have also sustained damages.
We've got around 170 staff who live in this building, and what we did is early this morning we basically moved the staff out and into temporary accommodation in Babaon, which is where we have temporary workers accommodation, plus down at the head office at Le Rocher we've moved some of the more critical staff there. So basically what happened is I got a call at nearly 2:30 this morning telling me that there was an explosion. So the workers saw the explosion, and it was a lot of the impact of the ripple effect that hit us at that point in time. So a lot of our workers have been affected through glass breakage where they've been cut, and a lot of the rubble as well that has hurt them. We're very blessed. None of our workers lost their lives, and we've had no need for us to be able to repatriate any bodies until now. So we've been very blessed, I must say, in this whole incident. All in all, the damage is very structural to our building. We are currently doing the necessary assessments that need to be done for us to be able to undertake the necessary repairs and be able to get everyone back comfortable in their position. But for now, our major priority is ensuring that our workers are safe, that they have food, that they've got water, and that their mental health as well is taken care of. So we are also we're also visiting them, making sure that everyone is happy. Anyone who needs contact with their family in India as well, we're making sure that they get that contact as well.
More news about the two tragedies that have hit us during the last 24 hours in our news bulletin at 8 p.m. So stay with us.